Hi, this is Kirk with Forex Strategy Secrets. In this recording, I want to share with you how to identify major trends, how to draw proper trend lines, and how to draw correct chart patterns and how to trade them. Now, this presentation is for beginners as well as advanced traders if you want to tune up your trading approach or increase your trading success. We all need the answers to these two questions. What is the current trend, and how reliable is that current trend? Which currency pair trend is more reliable, and how do you find the reliable trends? Another question, do you know the guidelines for drawing good trend lines? There will always be a short-term trend in any market, and the only question is when. How do you find the best trending market and not miss the opportunity for taking trading signals in the direction of the strongest trend? You can follow the short-term trend only if you are able to determine the large trend correctly. Discipline and patience are the two key points to succeed in the foreign currency market. Stop searching for every little trade that comes along. Pick only the best trades on the best currency pairs that are moving at that time and in the best time frame, and ignore all the other unpredictable movements. Do you know good trend lines from bad trend lines? Tip: a good trend line should be at least 50 bars long. Many of the people will draw trend lines that they're a lot less than that, and it shortchanges them on really what the trend is. It's better to not take a trade than to take a bad trade. This is the key to successful trading and being successful in trading the Forex. There will be plenty of other opportunities that are coming along all the time. Keep in mind that chart patterns can appear and disappear, so they can actually morph and change into other patterns. Now, an emerging pattern is not confirmed. It's one that's still developing. Until that relevant trend line is broken, then it is still emerging and is not a confirmed pattern. Now, emerging patterns are for building watch lists. Once you get the identification that there's something happening, then that should go on your watch list, and you set parameters so that you can then have the things brought to your attention when it does actually take place and start to move. At the time the chart pattern is confirmed is when you want to be looking to enter the trade, and that's where you would grade it out and use your indicators to determine if that's still a good trade or not. How do you know when a chart pattern has been completed? The time to get the biggest move is right after the pattern has been completed, not when you come back 3 hours later and say, oh, that was a good move, or 5 time frames before saying, I think I'll get in. Well, it may not go up and complete right then you get a drawdown. We have been talking about some questions that most traders have. That's what we've been reviewing so far. Is there an easy way to get the answers to these questions? That's probably what you're wondering to know also. We think we found the answer. Now, to see and hear the best answer that we've found, click on the link below and watch 2 short videos. Now, the first video will start playing as soon as you get onto the website and as soon as it opens up. So make sure your speakers are on. Now, this video explains the challenges traders face with trends and patterns. Now, the second video is you have to scroll down the page just a little bit on that after you've watched the first video. And in this short 4-minute video, you'll see how to use this simple yet powerful, amazing tool. And so be sure and watch both videos to get the full picture. You'll be amazed at the power and simplicity of this tool once you see and watch it. The tool does not replace a good trading system. It just complements a good trading system. Once you get the additional confirmation of knowing where to draw the trend lines and the patterns and the breakouts, all that's left is to grade the trade and see if it's a high probability trade. You'll still use all the trading knowledge you have gained in Launchpad and Nth Degree. Now, what are some of the benefits? So you're going to help you create watch lists, so you're waiting for the best, highest probability trades to take place. Now, the tools you're going to see will let you know when the pattern is completed, send you a pop-up box, send you an email, identifies correct trends. Now, many people draw trend lines improperly, and that's why they're struggling trying to figure out how to get into a trade. And identifies correct patterns. Oh, was that a breakout, or should that have been drawn differently? And if you draw it wrong, then it breaks out and you get in a trade and it was not properly handled. So This is one of the things you'll see on an emerging pattern. This is a pattern that's still developing. It's still emerging. It's been going long enough you can draw the lines, but you can see over here it hasn't broken the trend lines. And so this is one you would put on your watch list. So these are the things that you would get information on. Okay, when it does break the trend line, a pop-up box happens and lets you know right where the price point where that has broken, and that would be a high probability trade. Now, this is a completed pattern right here. So once that's completed, you get an email. This right here on this chart, we're seeing that there was 2 items that developed at the same time from that last pop-up box. And so if you click on these right in your email, it'll pop up the chart pattern. You can see right here that it was completed. That's when you get the signal and you can get into the trade at that time. So this shows completed patterns, correct trend lines, and alerts you when that break has taken place. Now right here, this is if you're just looking for general trend information to see which way to trade the market. First of all, you see this little arrow. It gives you the direction of the trend, the currency pair, and the time frame. You'll get these on different time frames so you can kind of see what's taking place. Now this is a trend drawdown. So it's going up, it retraces, and once the drawdown completes, you'll start seeing patterns. And once it breaks out, this is the part you'll be trading right here. Now on this chart, you don't see this bottom part unless you click on this little box in the corner. It says More. And then you can see on all the time frames on this currency pair which direction the trend is going at the time you click on it. So click on the link below and watch the 2 short videos, and in only 4 minutes on the second video you'll be able to see how to use 75% of this tool. Talk about powerful and simple. So go ahead and click on the link below, watch the videos. If it's something that is of interest to you, take action. If it isn't, you haven't lost anything, but you will gain some great understanding about how the market works.